Let's go. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is your first time, or you've been here a couple of times and you haven't subscribed, how about hitting that subscribe button? It don't cost nothing. It helps the channel grow. It helps me out. How about hit that like button? We'd be glad to have you. So we're sitting here looking at the chart on Canton Network, bringing you Canton Network. We've been pulling back in Canton Network on a downward trend here. We was in an upward trend, then we broke out, started breaking down over here. Let's see. We was on the upward trend, then when we broke down here, somewhere around February the 5th, we've been in a downward trend ever since. And that's what we're bringing to you, an update here on Canton Network. What we're looking for, giving you an idea of the bullish and the bearish side of Canton Network, because the market we in the bear market, and we do have relief rallies, and it's hard to tell you exactly which way the market's going. So we bring you both scenarios, and we ask you to look at what we say, what we update you here at, to know, what levels that confirm it's a breakout or it's a breakdown. So the price of Canton Network is setting at 14.5 cents. We 40 minutes and 52 seconds on the new day, we are up 0.43% on the day. So we can say that we was consolidating coming through here, and now we've broke down lower. So we'll start this off. I want to say, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today we're diving into Canton Network, as you can see here on the chart. And this chart is from the day March 20. Well, it's March 21st, 2026. You'll be getting this in the morning. It's 8:40 p.m. here, Eastern Standard Time. So we're looking at the 4-hour chart, and price is hovering around, like I say, 1445 to 1450 after a sharp pullback. If you're new here, we want to say Canton Network is a privacy-focused open layer 1 blockchain built specifically for institutional finance and RWA tokenization. Real world assets tokenized. Think tokenized treasuries, bonds, funds. Stuff that needs serious privacy. It needs compliance and interoperability. Canton Network, want to bring to your attention, is also backed by heavy hitters like DTCC, planning treasury tokenization in 2026. Got Goldman Sachs, BNP Paribas, and over 600 institutions already moving trillions on chain via its rails. These and the native token CC powers fees on the global synchronizer, rewards validators, and apps, and uses a burn and mint model tied to real usage. no pre-mine, no VC dumps. It's designed to capture value from actual network activity, which is huge for long-term holders like you and me. Because if you didn't hold Canton Network, you wouldn't be here. But maybe you're interested in getting into it. I don't know. Market cap sits around 5.5 billion, ranking it in the top 20, and that's good. That is good. We got a top 20 token here we're bringing to you, with circulating supply fully out there at 38 billion tokens, to be exact. 38 billion tokens. Recent news like Moody's launching their token integration engine on Canton shows institutions are embedding right into the network. But right now, the price action looks rough, and we can all agree. Let's break down this chart. Zoom into the chart. Highlighted descending trend line. First, the big picture. We're in a clear descending channel since the recent highs around 0.156 and 158. Back over right around here. Right around here is where we at. The upper trend line, the white line, has acted as resistance multiple times. As you can see, we're coming down. We're hitting at the bottom of the trend line, working our way back up to the top of the trend line. And this trend line is almost like a level of resistance. And trend lines, some people don't like them, but I like them because it gives you a general idea where you could reject that and where you could bounce at. And in the big picture of this is we're in a clear descending channel, since we made them highs. The upper trend line we covered, the channel slopes down with lower highs and lower lows forming since early March peaks. Current price is testing the lower boundary near 0.144 and 0.145, and we've seen a small green candle bounce off of it in the latest bars, possibly early sign of defense. Now the auto fib, we're going to talk about the fib extension. It's set 10 levels. 10 levels is super helpful here. We drew it from the swing high of, the 0.156 to the recent low key levels, 0.236. Retracement extension sits around the 0.1516, and price wicked up it wicked up, but it failed to hold. And the 382 at 0.1506 is another rejection zone, and at the 0.5 at 0.14999 is a psychological or plus prior support cluster. And if you look at the 6, the 0.618 that sits around the 0.1491 is strong fib confluence, but we've broken below. And you look at the 0.786 on the fib, and it sits at a price of 0.148. That's deeper support. And the full 1.0 extension hits around 0.1466. And at the 1.618 extension projects down to the 0.1426. That's the blue line at the bottom, a potential deeper target if the selling continues. Price is currently is bouncing near the 1.0 and the 1.618 zone after tagging lower. Volume spikes on the drop, red bars higher, but recent green candles show a lower volume. It's a classic exhaustion or accumulation. Volume has been trending lower overall in this pullback. And you look at the volume, 30,000 plus peaks to quieter bars now. You look at the volume, that's typically in correction distribution fades. Buyers step in quietly, and you got the support and resistance highlights the red, the zone around the 0.148 and the 0.150 as prior support turned resistance. And what we want to bring, we got a cluster there, no major moving average is shown, but the 200 SMA would likely be overheld resistance now. And I don't have it on there, but when I looked at it earlier, I could pull it up. But momentum looks oversold after the drop. Watch for RSI divergence on the 4 hour, if we get higher lows. We got two main scenarios, and I'm gonna bring you the bullish case. This is a healthy pullback and a larger uptrend for a institutional play like Canton. The bounce off the channel bottom plus the fib at 1.618 could be exhaustion low. If we close above 0.146, somewhere between 146 and 0.148 with volume, target first resistance at 0.150 at the half fib, then the 0.1516 to the 152, and that sets at the 236. Breakout above channel could aim for 0.156 plus retest. Long term with DTCC, Goldman Sachs momentum and RWA growth, higher targets make sense. Worst case, we're going to bring you low volume means weak hands, still in control. If we break below this at 0.142 decisively, the 1.618 extension, next supports could be psychologically at the 0.140 or even lower via protections. Watch for continued red volume. Watch the volume, the volume spikes. Risk management. Use tight stops below recent lows at 0.142. Scale in on confirmation bounce. This is volatile spikes. Risk management. Use tight stops below recent lows. This is bringing this. You decide to trade a little bit. Scale in on confirmation bounces. This is volatile. Institutions move slow, but crypto dumps fast. So I'm watching I'm watching for confirmation, above the 0.146, 0.148 to get more bullish. Can't have real utility and adoption tailwinds, but short-term chart is corrective. What do you think? Just let me know. Do we have a bouncing coming, or we got more downside? If you hold Canton, let me know if you hold Canton Network. Are you deciding to get in? Are you gonna let it pull back a little bit? Maybe if it pulls back, and where you got your targets at to get in. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. Be glad to have you here, part of the group, as a subscriber here. But keep your eye on Canton Network. We're consolidating and then we're moving lower. We could be doing the same thing. We could, and I'm just giving you just a little thing. We could be just making our way up, making some higher lows, and we could just come down a little lower. Because we are in a bear market. Been in a bear market for a while now with Bitcoin and alts. I do get comments here and there, just voicing their opinion on certain cryptos I carry, and I don't mind that. People's been let down over certain cryptos and content creators that they followed. Because when you put your trust in somebody like, say, me or any other content creator, don't get me wrong. You do these videos, you don't want to waste your time. You want to catch people's attention, but you don't want to lead them in a blind way where they have losses. You want the person that you're listening to know and understand what they're talking about. And I'm not here to. If you subscribe, that's great. If you hit all the buttons, that's nice. But I want you at the end of the day, in the long term, make money by coming to the channel and watching me. I'm not here. Every once in a while, I might put something in a title that might hype, to grab somebody's attention to come in. And it seems like it takes, hyping the thumbnail or hyping the title up to grab somebody's attention. And for those that do watch or tune in, how about hitting that subscribe button? I seen a lot of non-subscribers watch the channel, but they ain't subscribed yet. But we're not here to push a lot of hype. At the end of the day, if you subscribe and you listen to the videos, we try to give you both case scenarios of the crypto that we cover. There will be times that we'll be probably just plain out bullish. It depends on the cycle that we in. We in downtrend in the bear market, or uptrend in the bull market. So there's going to be times that nobody has to answer where we headed, because sometimes Bitcoin pulls back when there ain't nothing happening, and that's just the algorithm of Bitcoin. When that time hits, it does what Bitcoin does. And all these alts being correlated with Bitcoin, I tell everybody to watch Bitcoin. You see Bitcoin starting to make a move up. All these alts is correlated with Bitcoin. Bitcoin pulled back unless you've got a very strong alt that's pumping, that's got good news, and people just FOMOing in on the project, on the news, or it's got listed on a major exchange, and then people fall in, and sometimes it's you'll have that issue, and then after it cools down and the dust settles, the smoke settles, then it pulls back. We just had seen Quant get listed, and anytime you get a listing on a bigger exchange like that, Robinhood or Coinbase or Binance, it does. People that use only these platforms are able to buy and hold, like Quant, but and it pushes up, but it does most of the time pull back. Just like when you have a new launch on a crypto, it launches and then it pumps up really high. Just like, for instance, like XCN did in the last bull run. I think it went to 20-some cent. It was at 20-some cent. Look where it's sitting right now. It's all the way down to just over half a penny. And another one that's really that dropped really bad is ICP. It launched, it was $700 some. Well, right at 700, I can't remember right here. And look at it, it's sitting at $2.40, 50 cents, somewhere around there. That's terrible. And those that got in when it launched, just to say that it was going to go to the moon, they lost a lot of money, people. A lot of money. But when you see a token launch come out on a big major exchange, just give it time. Unless we're in a bull cycle and we pumping. I mean, but we're in a bear market. It might get released and get hit on a major exchange and shoot up 50, 100%. But it's coming back down. It's going to come down to whatever the market's valued at, whatever the crypto market has valued it at. That's where it's coming back to. And but like I say, I don't keep you too much longer. I just wanted to share that with you. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. God bless you, and we'll see you on the next one.